Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the next episode of the Frisco Report. How's everybody doing tonight?
We good, brother. We good, man. Ready to rock and roll, man. How's it going over there on that side?
It's good. It's good. Got a lot of topics to go here tonight on deck. So we're going to talk about, the Cowboys, where they're at right now. We're going to talk a little bit of CeeDee Lamb. We're going to talk a little bit of our receivers, defense, turning the corner possibly, and things like that. But as you guys can tell, guest tonight, Dallas Cowboys fan, 1980. What's going on, bro?
What is up? What is up, dog? Hey, I'm happy to be. I owe you, man. I've been ducking and dodging you every time you come and call me. You said, 1980, I need you to come on my show. I need you here. And I'm like, oh, I'm busy. I'm doing this. I'm getting oil changes. I'm cutting the yard. I'm cutting the grass. I'm washing cars. Just everything. I was just coming up with excuses. But I'm here. You got me today, bro. 1980, loud, live, and in color. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to rock and roll, big dog. I appreciate you appreciate you inviting me to the show, dog. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Finally making it happen. How's it going, Mike?
Yeah, what's going on, guys? Let me know how audio is on my end. So I need your guys' help right now. Am I echo to the echo now?
I got you clear, man. I got you clear.
I'm good then, baby. I'm good. There ain't no echo here. There's only one of me. I don't need two.
Yeah. Yeah, guys. So, man, we'll just quickly touch on the last victory. Where it's going to take us into this quick turnaround, guys. So we got the victory. Cowboys looking better on defense. We did give up a lot of points, however, but it's about how the team looks on the field right now. How they're looking right now versus earlier in the year. You gotta say that they're playing different, right, guys?
Yeah, I would say that from earlier this year, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Since 2 weeks ago, we've stepped up a notch. I've noticed that we're playing a lot of the 4-6 defense, that 46 Bear that the 85 Bears used to use back in the day. So that's helped us, kind of contain some things with the running game and the passing game and things like that. So it's looking a lot better than it has been, because at first we weren't able to stop anybody. And there's still those, especially the first quarter last game. The first quarter we couldn't get our defense off the field. You got to be able to get off the field on third down, so they can punt the ball to us, man, because if you spend too much time out there, you get tired, and you cannot think when you're tired. So, they got their hands on the hips, hands up behind the head because they're tired, and all the fundamentals go out the window. They start missing tackles and alligator arms and things like that. So, but a lot of things have been cleaned up, but there's still some things to work on. So they haven't got it down to a T, but but they're getting better week by week.
Yeah, that's what it is. What's your gut take here, Mike, on where we're at right now?
They're looking better. They're looking better. The defense has actually been coming on for about 3 weeks now. Yeah. It seems like ever since they cut Dontarian Poe, they cut Worley, they traded Everson Griffin. I think that it woke up some people on this defense. And they started coming together. DeMarcus Lawrence looks like a whole different player. This guy, and he's always all over the field, but it seems like this guy is really all over the field. Hell, even Tyron Crawford is looking a little better as of late. And we've been dogging on him on the Frisco Report all year, and I'm liking what I'm seeing from 98 as of late, right? Not all year, but as of late. It just seems like I just wish that and they're simplifying things on defense. If you look at the tape, 1980 is a defensive-minded guy. If you look at the tape, they are running a Rod Marinelli defense. I swear to God they are. They went back to stunts. They went back to one-man gaps. This is a Rod Marinelli run defense. Mike Nolan pulled his head out of the A, and they are running some stuff.
Yeah, no doubt, man. So, excuse me. So the defense is looking a lot better. I wouldn't say, elite by any means. We're still at the bottom quarter of the league on defense. So yeah, they got to find a way to get more turnover with that. It helped out the team immensely, forcing the turnover and things like that. the short field. Beautiful. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean it's something to keep an eye on, right? I love the weight Randy Gregory's at. He Alden Smith looks a little bit healthier than what we talked about a couple of weeks ago. Alden Smith looks really good. We're seeing a lot of these players that we were dogging on, questioning on, finally step it up. Cheeto, he had some rust. I'm going to call it rust right now. Cheeto had some rust last week, or on Sunday, really. So let's see how Cheeto evolves on Thanksgiving Day. We've seen Jordan Lewis. He had a lot of rust. He's playing a little better. The flags are starting to come down on him for PI and holding, things like that. So we're kind of seeing some improvements. Is it the players finally stepping up and not crying? Or is it Mike Nolan stepping up? Because anonymous players came out to Jane Slater and said, hey, they're not coaching us. They're not adjusting. Ever since that report came out, guess what's been happening? Adjustments. Mike McCarthy said at a press conference, putting Zach Martin at right tackle's fantasy football. They did it last week. How's that fantasy football? So players are talking, coaches are adjusting, and it's showing, guys. It's showing.
Yeah. Let's touch on the offensive line, everybody. So, we saw before the game last week that they were going to get rid of Steele in the starting lineup. They're going to put, Zach Martin at right tackle. Connor McGovern, guys. Is he auditioning to take over left guard in 2021? I say so. I say yes because, he looks good out there. He looks solid. He's not giving up sacks, can run, can do pass protection. What's your take on this lineup as it goes on? Do you want to see this through the end of the year? And how do you feel about McGovern going into 2021, guys?
That's easy. Yeah, that's easy. That's real easy. You just answered it. That's what we want to see. All we need is a little time. All Andy Dalton needs is just a little time. Just a little time to throw the ball. And making those switches like that really, really help. You can tell it did. Yeah. You can put future Hall of Famer Zach Martin anywhere. You can put him at center. He can play it. You left guard, tackle. It made everybody else better. And McGovern coming in, proving himself, because we've been all iffy about McGovern because he hadn't been getting the reps. He was a little iffy during training camp and everything, with the injuries and all that stuff. But now that he's in there, right guard, that's his spot. I agree with you saying moving him to left guard. That just might happen. Everybody played pretty good last week, and moving Martin to tackle, it really, really helped, man. It opened up so many doors. Zeke was able to pick and choose. He was able to pick and choose what hole he wanted to run. His style of running. You see, Zeke needs those windows. Every running back is different. You see, Pollard was able to break one. He's a lot younger. He's a lot fearless. When you're young, you're dumb. You don't mind getting hit. He'll hit those holes pretty quick. Zeke needs those windows. He has better vision than Pollard, in my opinion. Pollard's a damn good back, but they just have different styles. And that style of offensive line that we had this past Sunday was a great style to finish out the year with that. Everybody, Joe Looney, even Connor Williams was blocking pretty good. So it's a domino effect, and I want to keep seeing it. And man, we did pretty good. I think we did good. I think that'll be a good thing to see throughout the rest of the remainder of the season. Football news? Yeah.
Cowboys quarter 1980. I know it's been a while.
Oh.
I know it's been a little bit, but glad to see you, brother. I'm glad we're making videos together again.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So, Connor McGovern, I like the way he played Sunday, and me and Joe, I gave up on Mike McCarthy because the stubbornness that Jason Garrett was doing. It seems like it rolled over to Mike McCarthy.
Right.
And it was like, what in the world are we doing here, guys? Why aren't we making these adjustments sooner? I gave up on Mike McCarthy, and I said right here on the Frisco Report, it's going to take a long time for Mike McCarthy to start earning my trust back, because I gave him the keys to my my yacht. I gave him the keys to my expensive $200,000, and he wrecked it all. Guy wrecked it all, crushed my hopes. And so now it's Mike McCarthy. When are you going to make these adjustments? Calling the move of Zach Martin to right tackle was fantasy. Hanging McGovern on the bench as long as he did was suicidal. Career, everything Aaron Rodgers, everything that you've seen in Green Bay, why he got kicked out, was coming to Dallas. And now you're starting to see those adjustments come in. It played poorly, 1980 Cowboys blog. That it wasn't the reason why. It was because the stubbornness to move those players. Jason Garrett type of stubbornness. We can't have that stuff. Not in Big D. People talk about the culture of winning. Bring that here to Big D, Mike McCarthy. Quit playing games. You know what I'm saying? You talked about the tradition of winning in your press conference when you're named head coach before COVID-19. You're not living up to it. Now he's living up to it. Now he's starting to earn the respect. Now I can file my insurance claim on my Lamborghini and my yacht getting torched, that he torched, and that is my Dallas Cowboys. He started to make a name, make it a comeback, but there has to be something there that Jason Garrett was never, and that thing I'm looking for is consistency.
Yeah. Consistency all the way, man. That's what we want to see. That's what they have to do if they want to make this run, guys. They got to. It's going to start here on the pivotal game here on Thanksgiving with the NFC East rival Thanksgiving. It has all the makings for a heck of a game. You know what I mean? This is kind of a revenge game as well for the Cowboys. What's your take? Briefly on this game coming up here.
Well, you got to go out there and you got to go win. I mean, it's simple as that. Players talked about, it's not over. There's more to go. We've heard all the talk. Social media, Twitter, Cowboys press conferences. We've heard all the nonsense talking. Like 1980 always says, let the pads do the talking. And they have to do that on Thanksgiving, Joe. They have to do that on Thanksgiving, 1980. Because you just can't beat these Vikings, put out all these tweets and celebrate this victory and just let these nameless team come in here and embarrass you on national. There's only 3 games, 6 teams. We're one of the 6. They have to go out there, and if they want first place, they want to continue the success. They want to get to whatever 9-7. If they want to get to that record, it starts on Thanksgiving, and we're going to find out if this team is all talk, which they have been. They're 3-7. They've been all talk. Let's go see if they can go out there and be game. Don't talk about it. Be about it. What you got, 1980? I think he muted the wrong. There he is.
We should go out here and win this game. It's Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving. There's nothing like winning a game on Thanksgiving, especially when all your family and friends is over and they're watching you and they eating your food, coming to your house, eating your food and everything, and they're watching you and they really don't like the Cowboys, but they just want to be there to mess with you because you're a diehard Cowboy fan. This is a statement game. We have to win this game to take over the NFC East to slide through the back door of the wild card playoffs. And all these games coming up are winnable games, not just the Thanksgiving game against the Redskins, but with the exception of Baltimore, that's going to be a little tough. I believe they're neck and neck with Pittsburgh. If we can play Baltimore like we played Pittsburgh, I think we have a chance. You just have to figure out how to contain Jackson. But every game we got on schedule coming up is a winnable football game and is guaranteed a playoff spot. And I think we can do it. I seriously do. If we play like we played against Pittsburgh, even though we lost, if we play like we played, last week, and we won that game, I think we have a good opportunity to play postseason football. And everybody's talking about tanking and all that stuff, But I get it, because you want a good draft pick and things like that. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I know we just won one game after a month, but we still Cowboy fans and we still want to win. We still want to, go out on a positive note, at least have a fighting chance. And I believe we're still the best team in the East, NFC East. So with that being said, man, I just we need to go out here and win on Thanksgiving, man, against the Redskins because I think we're a better team. They do have a pretty good pass rush, but with the adjustments to the offensive line, I think we can override that pretty good pass rush. I think that's pretty much all they got. If we can avoid that, if we can overcome that, we can win the ball game. We just gotta work on fundamentals. It's all about fundamentals again. Wrapping up. I've seen so many plays. I went back and rewatched that game on Sunday, and there were so many tackles that were missed in the backfield alone. And they just alligator arms. I'm like, that's fundamental stuff, man. Wrap up, put your body on them, man. Put your weight on them, bring them down. D-Law had a pretty good game, even though not stat-wise, but he had a pretty good game. He would get back there, but nothing would happen, So I want guys to get back there and make something happen. So that's where fundamentals and things come in at. You got to get back there and make something happen. If one guy don't get back there, okay, where's the other guy? There need to be jerseys swarming. Where's that swarming defense that we've been waiting on since the offseason? We haven't seen it yet. Yeah, they're getting better week by week, but we just got to figure out a way to be consistent, get the costly penalties when we don't have to, and just work on those fundamentals, man. Back to the drawing board. Fundamentals wins Super Bowls. They win Super Bowls. And I keep saying this over and over again. The New England Patriots, they dominated the 2000s off of fundamentals. They didn't have any flashy guys. They were just a fundamentally sound team. They didn't make mistakes. That's how you win games. That's how you win championships. You don't have to have the flashy superstars, even though we got some superstars here and there, but still, we gotta figure out how to outcoach these guys and take advantage of this average schedule going into the postseason, the end of the season.
Yeah, and that's what it is. I totally agree with everything you're saying there. 1980 coming with the heat. All you guys, make sure you hit like on our videos here, like, subscribe, and share. Now, piggybacking on that, the only thing that I'm a little bit concerned about in this game coming up, obviously, and we'll touch on this real quick, and then we'll get into CeeDee Lamb and the receivers, but the secondary. Anthony Brown got torched like something crazy, man. It was not a good look on Anthony Brown. Cheeto, like we said, a little bit rusty, but I think he'll get his feet under him. But it will be interesting to see what the strategy on defense is going to be, to cover that secondary. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to have another shootout. It might be that, but what's your gut take here on what they might do as far as the secondary goes?
Well, we had Robinson in there. When Anthony Brown got out of the game, we had Robinson, our fourth-round draft pick, who on the Frisco report was screaming, where's Robinson? Play him. I don't think he was prepared. He didn't look like he was prepared. He didn't. Yeah. We're talking about a fourth-round pick here, Robinson, number 28. They kept calling him Jordan Lewis for some reason. But that's what happens when you don't win and you get blacked out across the world. So Robinson, I think with the week of with the short week of prep, they didn't practice today because they had a health scare with the strength and conditioning coach. Bless his heart, prayers for him and his family. But they missed the practice, so I don't even know if Robinson's going to be ready for Thanksgiving. But he has to apply himself like Big Worm Toad Smokey. You got to apply yourself and take advantage of these 3 games or these 3 days of practice. So when you're in there on Thursday, you don't look like a damn fool like he did on Sunday. So I don't think he was prepared. I don't think he was ready. That's on him, but he has to get prepared. I say go with Robinson, number 28, see what you got in him.
Yeah, and just to be clear, it wasn't Reggie Robinson. He's still inactive. It's the other Robinson they picked up off the street and elevated him, which I didn't.
Oh, really?
I didn't really like his play. So
cut him. Get him out of here. Activate the real Robinson.
It It's a crazy thing, man. It's like, what is going on there with that? You know what I mean? Like, they're bringing in these street guys, Savion. I mean, obviously, Savion has been here from camp, but these other guys are getting more shots, and Reggie still can't crack into the lineup. It's getting kind of crazy here.
Yeah, my view of the secondary is I didn't like the play of Cheeto. Cowboys corner mentioned him earlier in the show today.
Cheeto.
I get it. It's a little rust. Okay. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But I'm still seeing the same mistakes over and him not turning his head, things like that. Before the hamstring earlier this season, Cheeto, he's gotten a lot better since last season. I will say that. He's always been a physical guy, but he's not really consistent. Him and Anthony Brown, they're kind of the same.
Yeah.
They're not really consistent at playing on the ball, trying to get the ball back. The object of defense is to get the ball back. You don't really put too much worry into the wide receiver until he catches the ball. That's been the problem with Cheeto. That's been the problem with Anthony Brown. I've said Anthony Brown was pretty good in the slot, but it seems like they both reached, to me, and what I've seen through the years, they've both reached their maximum attribute. I don't think they can get any better.
Yeah.
Our rookie is better than him. I mean, than both of them. I'm sorry, he just is.
Yeah,
he's gotten beat. Our rookie, Diggs has gotten beat from time to time, but that comes with it. That comes with the process. He's a rookie. Dion got beat his rookie season. Rod Woodson got beat his rookie season. Aeneas Williams, Darrell Green, all those guys. That's how you learn. These guys have been in the league for a while now. They've never learned. I've never seen them get better. They'll do some things from time to time, get an accidental interception. Okay, cool. Maybe a tip interception in the air, but I haven't seen a pick. There's a difference between an interception and a pick. An interception is something, it's in the air, boom. Oh, it came to me. Cool. Thanks, God. A pick is when you pick the ball out of the air and the camera's still going that way, and they're like, oh, shit, he's got the ball. One of them Dion primetime picks. There's a difference. That means that he focused. He uses peripheral vision. These guys do not have peripheral vision. You get what I'm saying? So your head has to be on the swivel. When you're guarding that cornerback, this eye over here has to be on the quarterback, because without the quarterback, the wide receiver can't get the ball. You get what I'm saying? So that's what peripheral vision, just like when you get in your car and you drive and you're looking straight ahead, you still got to use peripheral vision. You're not necessarily looking over there, but you got to use your peripheral vision to make sure you don't hit this car and make sure you don't hit that car. You know what I'm saying? There is no turn by turn in the NFL. You got to be able to have the know-how and the name to be able to make a play on the ball. And that's what we need. If we can get that and it can be consistent, I'm all for it. Who's ever out there. Wilson did a good job last week. When they brought him up, he looked like a linebacker in the 4-6 Bear defense. One safety in the back, 2 corners. So he's a real physical guy. He's laying the hat. He looked like Darren Woodson out there for just a split second. I'm not comparing him or anything, but he did pretty good. They put him in the best position to make plays. So defense wins championships. If we can keep this ball rolling the way we played last week and even the way we played against Pittsburgh, man, the sky's the limit. Defense wins games. It wins ball games because you can score. You see, we scored 31 points without Dak Prescott. We scored 31 points last week. You can score 1,000,000 points, but if you can't stop them from scoring 1,000,001, then they're gonna win the ball game, and we not. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. No.
Speaking of Darren Woodson, he just got finalized, one of the finalists in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Finally, about time. But for all you non-average Cowboy fan, that is not an Andrew Luck Colts jersey. That is a Roger Staubach clean throwback jersey that Joe is wearing.
I really hope nobody said this was Andrew Luck. If they did, the backhand, baby, the backhand. This is Roger Staubach, baby, throwback. Man. But, hey, talking about Darren Woodson and safety, let's talk a little bit about the emergence of Donovan Wilson. the big hitter. Is he making a move? Is he making a case for himself for long term? What's your guys' take on Donovan Wilson here?
Big shout out right here to the Frisco Report, man. We've been calling this guy's number, I don't know, since the Frisco Report started August 20th, 2019. We've been saying Donovan Wilson needs to be playing, and this guy is finally getting these opportunities. No more Darian Thompson. No more this.
Yeah.
Clinton Dix trying out just to get cut, and we still got to pay him $2 million. No more of this crap, man. We got Donovan Wilson, who right here on the Frisco Report's been screaming for.
Yeah.
And he's finally saying, what's up? I'm here.
Yeah.
Dalvin Cook, you physical? I'm physical. Watch me hit you like J.J. Wilcox. Pa-pow. And I'm going to show you what's up. I love it.
Yeah. I love it too. I agree, man. I think that this style of defense is good for him. And I know it and that's true. I've played for different defenses where at times I've struggled, and I played with defenses where I was all world. You get what I'm saying? So it really makes a difference when you get a guy out there and he can learn that process and catch on real quick, real fast. He just needed the reps. We were in transition with those safeties, man. We didn't know with the secondary period. We didn't know anything. We didn't know who was going to start. We didn't know what was going on, before the season started. And now we got Wilson in there, and he's just been doing a hell of a job, man. He's a for sure tackler. You get what I'm saying? So that's what we need, somebody like that in there who's a for sure tackler. Long as it's legal. You got to wrap up. It's easy to hit, but you got to wrap up. So he's been doing a good job so far. We've been trying to see what we're going to do with the secondary, man, and bringing guys in and high dollar guys in and all. But we're good. So we just keep this ball rolling, man. I agree 100%.
And see, what I like about Wilson is he's adapting to the NFL rules, to the little sissified NFL rules about hitting. And he's doing it the right way.
There you go.
And that is intelligence, physicalness. That's all good things coming from Donovan Wilson, Joe.
Yeah, it's a little bit of an edge that the Cowboys have been missing. You want that edgy kind of physical player that, somebody that has a little bit of that dog in him. I think all of us have said this on our channels.
Boom.
Where are the dogs on this team? Donovan Wilson looking like he might be one of these guys we've been searching for. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. I agree 100%. And that like you said, dog, somebody to come in and knock the big dog on his ass. You get what I'm saying? We haven't had that in a while. We've been busy chasing guys. Every time you see Jalen Smith, he's chasing somebody. We need guys. I don't need guys chasing. I need guys right there. Like Sean Lee, the old Sean Lee in his prime, before the injuries, Sean Lee was right there. We need guys like that. Guys, strong safeties to come up and play linebacker. That's very important. Darren Woodson was the same way back in the day. He looked like a linebacker because of the way we were setting up. He looked like he was a linebacker. He was in coverage. He would blitz at times. He was a sure tackler. Him and Brock Marion at free safety, Darren Woodson at strong safety. Man, it was the greatest secondary of all time. Kevin Smith or Larry Brown on one side. So when you got a good connection, and I wish we had Diggs in there. Oh man, we really would have been. Him and his ball location. Locating. Man, it would have been a hell of a game. But things happen on the field. People get hurt. But let's just hope everybody can stay injury free. That's the thing, because 2020 has been crazy this year with the injuries, man. So I agree 100% with you guys. Defense, locate the ball, play on the ball, make plays. We need playmakers out there. It's easy to go in there and do a job and do exactly what you're told, but sometimes you got to step outside the box and see something that the coaches don't see, because the coaches, they're not out there backpedaling. They're not out there wrapping up. You get what I'm saying? You can only do so much with what you're being told. You got to get out there and find your way. Just like in life, you got to get out there, get out the house, go to school, get a job, whatever. You got to go find your way. And these players have to find their way on the field. Yeah, you can tell me to go in zone, middle thirds, deep thirds, seam the flats, man up, man back, man zone, bump and run, all that stuff. You can tell me to do that all you want, but it's up to me. It's up to me to really figure out what's going on once that ball hikes and I'm on defense. Deion didn't even have to go to the huddle back in the day. There was nothing you can tell him to do. He already knew and had a feel and had a sense of mind and a presence of mind to be able to smell out a play. And Lawrence Taylor was the same way. Didn't even have to go to the huddle. They could smell plays before they happened. They already knew. They already had an eye and a feel for the game. And that's a talent that can't be taught. You have to have it within.
Yeah, right on, 1980. And to piggyback off that, it's these smart players, when you're a smart player, you know everything, you play faster. So that's a good point there. Let's shift over to the offense, and the topic that we want to get into is the level of play that CeeDee Lamb is having over the course of the season. Is he moving up the ladder here? Can he become the number one? Has he leapfrogged Michael Gallup as far as playmaking, becoming a target, this kind of thing? What's your feeling on where CeeDee Lamb career arc is at right now?
It's so hard to say, right? We're talking about Donovan Wilson in his second year, okay? We're talking about a lot of these players. Dalton Schultz is third year, right? When we praise somebody, they usually got some tread underneath them. They got some wisdom. And CeeDee Lamb, it's hard to say because when you start out driving in Texas, what do you need? You need a driver's permit. When you turn 16, then you get your driver's license. Right now, to me, CeeDee Lamb has the driver's permit. He's learning the game. He's learning the ropes. Yes, he was a first-round high draft pick, this, that, and the third, but you got veteran drivers. Michael Gallup, Amari Cooper, who, let's not forget about, yes, CeeDee Lamb made an excellent catch in the end zone. 99.8% of wide receivers in the National Football League don't catch that. Yeah. CeeDee Lamb did. But you look at the fourth down conversion Amari Cooper gave you, that stuff like there, that's veteran. That's tread on the tires right there. That's what a veteran will give you. Right now, CeeDee Lamb, he has that driver's permit. Next year, he'll be ready to cash in that driver's license. Yeah, I wouldn't let a first-year driver drive me all the way to California, 19 hours away. I want a good vet driver driving me. You know what I'm saying? So let's give CeeDee his props. 46 catches. It's not easy to do in the league. But right now he's learning. Am I wrong, 1980? What you got?
You hit it. You picked my brain. You said it exactly right. Good job. No, I agree, man. Gallup has and it could be the quarterback. It could be the switcher quarterback, Dak Prescott. Him and Dak was like, okay, remember Romo and Dez. All Romo had to do was just throw the ball up, and Dez would go get it. Gallup is a Dez Bryant type of wide receiver. Not as strong as Dez, but he's pretty close. He makes those those long 3rd and 14, 3rd and 15 catches too. You get what I'm saying? Dalton, he hasn't done that. You get what I'm saying? They're not there yet. I think it has to do with chemistry. It really does. Andy Dalton, I don't think he has the trust to throw that ball at Gallup. He has to put it right on him. You get what I'm saying? Dak could throw it in his direction, and Gallup will go get it. You get what I'm saying? So it's that chemistry, man. And nobody knew that Dez Bryant wasn't a Jerry Rice type route runner until Dak came along. Because see, Romo trusted him, like, hey, I'm gonna put the ball right there, dog. And they talk, hey, I'm gonna put the ball right here, man. And this is what every receiver we have is the same, except with the exception of CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb is kind of that way too. You get what I'm saying? But Amari Cooper and Dalton can throw it right at him, right in his numbers. Boom. Dalton is a numbers quarterback. He's a numbers guy. He's gonna throw it right in his number. He's not gonna just throw it up. I haven't seen it yet. He probably will. I may be wrong, but I haven't seen it yet. You get what I'm saying? So until they get that trust, then that's when we'll see that. But that, to my understanding, that's what I've seen. I may be wrong, and I don't mind being wrong, but I just don't think there's not the connection there with him and Gallup. That's why we've been seeing Gallup's numbers fall, But Coop and CeeDee Lamb are different type of receivers than Gallup. Everybody has a different style. You get what I'm saying? So that's just my 2 cents on it, man. Y'all use it wisely. I don't know.
Great discussion here. And that's why we want to talk about it. Before we even got to it, some people got triggered. Like, let us talk about this first before you start going off in the comments. Yeah, great points all across the board, guys. That's where we're at. In general, we're going through some tribulations right now. But man, I'm telling you right now, guys, these valuable snaps that these young kids are getting right now, we're going to reap these rewards. 2021, it has the potential to be something special, as long as they can fill out this roster with some good, talented players, and they can't miss on free agency like they did this year. This was probably the worst free agency haul they've had since Jerry Jones took over the team. So, I mean, that's how bad it was. But guys, let's see if we got some questions and comments here in the chat box. Appreciate everybody that has joined us live. Make sure you guys hit like, subscribe, and share this video. Hit up my boys if you haven't already. Let's see what we got here, guys.
And remember, you're listening to the Frisco Report right here on YouTube, Cowboys blog. Make sure you subscribe. If you missed it and you want to catch up, you can catch it on Podbean, Spotify, iTunes, thefriscoreport.com, guys. Make sure you hop on all those links, share it with a friend, and let's do it.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
I'm looking at 2 cameras right now. This stuff's hard. I don't know how people do it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's what it is, guys. Let's see what we got here in the comments, guys.
I don't have anything on my end just yet as far as questions.
You gotta start getting them questions in, fellas.
Perp Young, CeeDee Lamb, just a rookie. Chill. All right, let's get some positivity in here. Come on, guys.
Hey, but that's what I've been saying though. Right now, he just got his driver's permit.
Here we go.
Right.
Fernando Universe. CD got hard. Here we go, baby. Here we go. That's what I want to see. I want to see some positivity.
CeeDee is a different style of receiver. I think that's what we're saying. He's a different. We're not putting him down.
Right.
Dak Prescott, our starting quarterback, is hurt. So we're in transition with this quarterback. Everything's kind of new again right now. Everybody's trying to figure each other out. Yeah, they practice together at home, but I'm telling you, practice and the real thing is totally different. I played the game. Trust me and believe. When you're on a practice field and you're going against the same guys you've been teammates with for years, and now you're on a reel with the lights, camera, and action, NBC, ABC, NFL Network, ESPN, whatever. It's real deal. These guys want to take your head off. They're not gonna tackle you and lift you up and, hey man, good job. They're gonna take your head off for real. So it's a totally different ball game. All of our receivers have different skill sets, different attributes. Dalton has to figure out how to use those attributes to our ability. To their ability, for our benefit, so we can figure this out, this passing game out, and win some ball games. You get what I'm saying? Getting the ball downfield. We got to start going back deep. We haven't been going deep in a while. And that's natural when you got a backup quarterback in there, because he don't want to throw interceptions. He doesn't want to make mistakes. So it is what it is.
I'm glad you brought up not throwing down the field and stuff. I called out Kellen Moore last week right here on the Frisco Report, and I got to tell you guys, he called a really good game.
Yeah.
On Sunday. I thought he put Andy Dalton, who missed 3 weeks, in a good position to go win a football game. I thought he gave really good routes. It didn't seem like the leash for Andy Dalton was there. It really didn't feel like that. And so as long as Kellen Moore can keep calling plays like this, it's definitely going to benefit the team and Andy Dalton, who is looking for a long-term deal after this year.
Very good.
I got a question at mine. Winner Allen, thanks for the super chat. She says, what elements do you think is key to winning Thursday's game, guys?
what elements are key to winning. It's going to be getting in Alex Smith's face. He's a really good quarterback. He's an accurate quarterback. So if you give Alex Smith time, it's going to be a long day. I'm telling you, they got good weapons on the outside. McLaurin and some of these other young cats that got. So get in his face. You know what I mean? They disrupt their timing and everything like that. And I think we'll be in good shape for the game.
Elements. Hey, appreciate Winter, man. She's been a follower of Cowboys Corner. Dallas Cowboy football news back when that brand was happening and popping. So big shout out to Winter there. The elements is consistency. Back up your talk. That's what it is. That's the only element I'm looking for. If they had that in science, consistency, the Cowboys are lacking that element.
Perfect. Good. I agree, guys. Good. Mine is fundamentals. And that's it. Fundamentals. Fundamentals, guys. We got to clean up these fundamentals. We're doing great. We had a good game last week. But we got to clean up. There's always something to work on. And if the job is never done, it's never done. You know what I'm saying? So It's fundamentals, wrapping up, catching the ball, turning your head when the ball is in the air so you won't get caught, defensive pass interference on you. Defense is going to win this game. I agree. Got to get in his face. Got to get a good, solid, consistent pass rush. I know these guys are human, but let's try to get a consistent pass rush, man. Show them some different looks, some stunts and things like that, man, and we can win this ball game. Defense wins games.
Absolutely, bro. I got a great one here from Marvel Group. Wink Marvel. Great question here, and I think something we should acknowledge this, and that's Cam Ervin has been a serviceable starter free agent. I have to say, whenever I heard the Cowboys were signing him, I was like, he was a bust, came from the Browns, Kansas City, he was okay. I really wasn't sure how he was going to do, but, man, I got to give it to him. He's exceeded my expectations so far through, 2 games he's been starting over there, right? Or is it 3? Somewhere like that. But, man, he hasn't been a big problem. He's missed a couple here and there, but he hasn't been a complete disaster like Terrence Steele or Chaz Green. So, Cam Ervin, guys, what's your thoughts on Cam Ervin here?
I thought he's been, and again, I'm looking at 2 cameras. It's still weird to me. I feel like I'm on NFL Network or something. But Cam Ervin, I'm telling you guys, we've had some doubts. But I got to tell you, with the different numbers of rotation that we've had on the offensive line, I got to tell you guys, Cam Ervin's been the most consistent. McGovern's coming up, that kind of thing. Tyler Beatis is coming along, but I think Cam Ervin has been the most consistent.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's because of the reps. When you get the reps, you get those reps. It's kind of like practice, but you're in a game. You'll get better with time. If you keep taking the same route home every day, you'll master it. You'll know how fast to go, how slow to go, when traffic starts picking up. Cameron, Ervin, he's been good. He's been consistent, pretty consistent. He's made some dumb. I think he did something kind of dumb last week. I don't know if it was a late hit or something, like a late block or something like that. I can't remember what it was, but that comes with the territory. But that's what we need is consistency, especially on the offensive line, the most important part of a football team, because it controls both sides, guys. It controls both sides, the offense and the defense. It controls clock management on the offense. You can run and milk the clock. You can keep the other team's defense on the side. Offense on the sideline, and our defense is getting rest. Wow, that offensive line is being dominant and milking the clock and running the ball and running it down their throats and then passing at times. I want to go back to 2016. That's what we were doing in 2016, guys. We were feeling the power. We were milking the clock, winning time of possession. We had the second behind the Great Wall of Dallas, the second Great Wall of Dallas, greatest line of all time. And Zeke and Dak at rookies were able to get Rookie of the Year almost damn near together. We were able to just milk like we were milking Elsie, the cow. And that's what we need. We need to get that back, getting creative in the red zone. We don't want to get all the way down there for nothing. I know I'm going off subject, but I just can't help it because I'm feeling the power right now. And Ervin is a good guy, man. I just hope he gets consistent with what he's doing.
The power is yours.
And that was all in one breath.
Hey, that's impressive. I don't know if I could have done that. Great job there. Great job, 1980. Appreciate him on the show tonight, man. Great work here. I got a question here from Professor Sanders. This is a good one, guys. Should Tony Pollard play more snaps? What you guys take on that?
Oh, shout out to, first of all, before we start talking about TP, shout out to Ezekiel Elliott, who finally hit 100 yards. And I talked about Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore did not stop Ezekiel Elliott. There's only one guy that can stop it, and that's Kellen Moore, the offensive coordinator. He kept feeding him. What was Zeke's how many times did Zeke get the ball on Sunday? Anybody know the stats? 21? 21. I think that's the most he's had since week 1. Let's be honest here, guys. Great play call by Kellen Moore, feeding Zeke. The only way Zeke's going to get those opportunities is if he gets those opportunities. They weren't down 21-0. They weren't down 35 to 8. They weren't down 100 to -2. Right? They kept the game in front of them. They had the lead. I think there was 5 lead changes. I love that stuff. You do that. You call games like that. You feed the best top 3 running back in the National Football League. You're doing yourself a disfavor here, fellas. This is the Dallas Cowboys that we're talking about. Here I am looking at 2 cameras again. This is crazy. But they got to continue feeding Zeke. And Tony Pollard, Joe called it the lightning and the thunder, right? You got to keep that lightning and thunder. Zeke wears them out. Pollard carries it to the house. That corner didn't want to tackle Tony Pollard because Zeke's been chucking his ass all day. You see what I'm saying? So that's what they got to keep doing.
Yeah, I agree. Yes.
Yeah. It's a good combination to have. You know what I mean? Back when we had Marion Barber and Julius Jones, we had Julius Jones get some of the yards. Marion Barber was the closer, right? They have a good combination right now with Tony Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott. I want to hit them both. Get them both going. Pollard is just a blur. You know what I'm saying? We always say that. I mean, the guy just has speed off the charts. So keep utilizing him. I think we'll be good.
Yeah, I've been saying about Pollard. I've been saying this about Pollard since last year. If Pollard gets in open space, it's a wrap. You're not catching him. Yeah. That's just the bottom line. And that's all he needs. And I think the offensive line, the rotation of the offensive line, that's what did it. And he was able to just burst through there, and that's a wrap. You're not catching him. Pollard is like, that's how Zeke used to be as rookie. Remember, Zeke used to, boom, bust through that line. But, Zeke is a different
That's Cameron Chandler.
He's better than Zeke. I'm just saying they have different styles. Pollard is a lot younger, so he's fearless. He don't care. Boom. Zeke is a little bit more cautious. I got to see that window. Boom, run through it. But we need that. It's good to have that 1-2 punch like that. That Barry Word and Christian Okoye back in the day. Joe, I know you remember that. The Kansas City.
Oh yeah, man.
Back in the day, that's what we need. Every team, a lot of teams have it, but this is a good thing we got going here. It'll keep those guys fresh. It'll extend Zeke's career and Pollard's career. So we keep that going, man. Especially against Washington, man. Show them different looks coming out of the backfield, man. Bone formation, something. Split formation in the back, man. So it's all good, man. I love it.
Yeah, definitely. Got a follow up here from Professor Sanders. This is a great one too, and we can talk about this. Sack prediction. What do you guys think about sack prediction? How many times will the Cowboys get to Alex Smith?
That's a real good question. Thank you there, Professor Sanders. I like Colonel better. No offense. I like that chicken that he's putting out. But sacks. I mean, and we can't ignore the Washington football team's defensive line. They can get sacks, and they got sacks on us the last time we played, right? And so we got to be cautious of them getting sacks on us too. And at the same time, we got to get the sacks too and hit Alex Smith. But if I'm going to go with sack prediction, I'm going to say 3 sacks.
Yeah, that's a good number.
Y'all know I don't like predicting.
Predict it.
Say what?
It's bad luck for 1980 to predict anything, scores, anything. It's just bad luck. But you know what? I'm gonna try. The 1980 would try anything at least once.
Yeah, at least once. At least once.
If the stove's hot, don't touch it.
Let me see. Yes, I smell what you're cooking. I smell it. Okay. I'm gonna say 4. I'm gonna say 4. I can't say who. This is my thing. We have the ability to get back there. We really do. We've been getting back there, but we haven't been. We've been doing our homework, but we forget to turn it. We forget to bring it to school and turn it into the teacher. That pretty much. We get back there.
A lot of butt whoopings.
Nothing happens when we get back there, and that's my thing. I need to see something happen when we get back there. D-Law gets back there really quick. We have the ability to get back there, but we just gotta convert. We gotta get back there and make some sacks, man. But I got a feeling they're gonna prove me wrong on Turkey Day. They're gonna do it, and it's gonna be 4, maybe 5.
Let's do it.
It's gonna be 4, maybe 5. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. First time for everything. I did it.
All right. Round of applause for 1980. First time doing a prediction. Here we go, baby. There we go. There we go. What I like about this, guys, this question is, the whole conversation, after the game and part of this week has been, what was the deal with Randy Gregory's snap count? And a lot of that could be attributed to him being ill. They didn't want to rush him back and that kind of thing. But when he wasn't when he did get a snap, so they're very productive, fresh legs. I'm wondering what the strategy will be for the Cowboys this week. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people aren't big on Armstrong, and Randy Gregory gets it done. But do you want to see fresh legs from Randy Gregory and get those pressures that he brought in this last game? How do you think they're going to utilize Randy Gregory this week?
I think this is the game Randy Gregory is going to take off. We've been seeing him making run-stopping plays. We've been seeing him getting around the edge, doing different moves, things like that. I really think Turkey Day is the day where we fell in love with the Randy Gregory before he started getting suspended and all this nonsense that he was doing. Randy Gregory, I think he's going to have a breakout game, and you always due for something, right? Like that's saying, like they're due for a loss, they're due for this, they're due for that. Randy Gregory's due for a breakout game, and I really think it's going to be on Thursday.
Could be a good timing. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think 3 sacks officially. I think that's where I'm going to go as well. I think it's going to be anywhere from there, but could be more if we. I'm hoping it's more. If it's more, then we have a good shot at winning this game. You sack the quarterback, you're going to put him, behind the mark, down in distance. You're going to have him in trouble. So I hope we get, that 5 range would be awesome. 1980, that'd be great, man.
Yeah, Randy Gregory. Bless his heart. He's one of those guys where he has a lot of natural talent. He's always had a lot of natural talent. Me and fifth quarter, and we used to go back and forth about this guy back in the day. And I agree with Cowboys corner. I really think he's going to have a standout game this week. I see a total maybe 2 sacks with him. But a bunch of hurries. And I believe his presence will allow somebody else, let's see, Alden Smith or D-Law, to make something happen on that side. His presence alone, his speed around the edge, is really good. So we kind of need him to come and play and make something happen for this defense. The quicker we get Alex Smith on his toes, the faster we're going to win this game.
Yeah, and then, man, just the way we lost that last game, right? I think this team is a lot better right now. I mean, I know we're 3-7, but it's a different team right now than earlier in the year when we stacked all those horrible losses. It looked like the team just gave up, and you're not seeing that on either side of the ball. You know what I mean? So it's promising. It's promising, and got to come away with the win on this game here.
I got a question in my comment, if y'all don't mind.
Yeah, let's go.
Eshan, my boy Eshan, man, faithful follower, has a channel himself. So y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Put your link in the description, big dog, in the comment section. Dallas Cowboy fan 1980, another question. Who do you think would potentially make a big impact for us against Washington? Do you see a player who could potentially be a sleeper player for us?
That's a real good question. Against these Redskins, that's a real good question. I'm going to call them the Redskins.
What side of the ball? Offense, defense, I mean.
I'm going to say my sleeper on offense will be Blake Bell, the bulldozer, the Belldozer. Look for him. And on defense, I'm going to say my sleeper on this one would be Antoine Woods. Watch out for Antoine Woods.
Yeah, those are sleepers, man. I like both those.
He said those are sleepers.
Yeah, no, because they are, right? Like, you kind of think about who's a sleeper. Antoine Woods, nobody really talks about him, but he's actually doing pretty good right now, right? It's almost looking like maybe this is a guy that you would kind of consider for free agency and that kind of thing. But my sleeper for this game is going to be Michael Gallup. And I don't know if you would consider him a sleeper, but I feel like he's going to want to show up in a big way. You know what I mean? He hasn't had a big game in a couple of weeks since earlier in the year. So right. I think this would be the perfect time for Michael Gallup to show out and say, hey, guys, I'm still here. I'm still here, baby. Let's go.
I like that one. I agree. Offensively, Michael Gallup. Defensively,
Belldozer.
Let me say this. Let me go ahead and say it. I've been picking on this guy, but I got a feeling this game he's going to shut me up. I'm going to go with Cheeto.
Oh, Lord have mercy, go with the Cheeto.
I'm going to go with Cheeto. Because I believe there's still something there. There's still something there. Because he had, before the hamstring, he was having a pretty good couple of games. If he can get back to that, get physical, keep his eye on the ball, use his peripheral vision, I think he'll be fine. I still kind of like him, but he just upsets me. I get disappointed in him so many times. So I'm going to say Cheeto on defense. It's
a good one. Good one, Cheeto. I want to see him get his feet under him, and I think that's a good one too. 1980. It's we're definitely going to need him in this game. Yeah. You know, I know we've mentioned this too. He's got those hammies. You know that hopefully he doesn't have to chase down and run step for step with McLaurin and I'm not even going to say it. How are you going to say it? Never mind.
Yeah, knock on wood.
Knock on wood. Let's come out of this game healthy, guys. And speaking of that, you know, let's give our prayers up to Coach. You know, we don't know the full details on what happened with his emergency, but let's hope Marcus pulls through this and everything like that. It's a sad situation, but you know, prayers up for Coach there. See what he can do.
Absolutely,
pull through, guys. You know,
South of Heaven 88 on my comment section, guy. He's in the show, guys. Make sure y'all sub it up to him, man. The king of live stream, late night live stream, the mosh pit. Enter if you dare.
And real quick, I just want to touch on the Coach situation and social media. Twitter literally pronounced this man dead. And fans, players, everybody was reaching out. This is a father. This is a potential grandfather. Do not buy in to the first read, guys, and hop on a story. This right here is the what social media does to people. Pronouncing a guy dead before an actual doctor. Guys, hopefully some of these people that did this learn from their mistakes. And just don't try to report the tweet first and the news first and this, that, and the third. Respect people's families and pay attention to the news. Pay attention to sources, and that's all I got on that. But number one, respect people's boundaries and respect people's families.
There you go.
Yeah, well said, guys.
Guys, what did I'm sorry. What did Shannon Sharp say today? I got somebody in my comment section said, What y'all think about Shannon Sharp's comments today? Did y'all watch Undisputed at all today?
I don't watch any of those people. I stick to my YouTube. I watch the famous 1980. I watch Cowboys blog. That's pretty much all I watch nowadays. To be honest, Space Cowboy. That's about it.
Okay.
Yeah, from what I've read, I didn't watch it either, but I saw it on Twitter. It was something that Shannon Sharp tried to twist this into something morbid, saying that the smashing of the watermelons was a racist thing by Mike McCarthy. I mean, it was just totally ridiculous, bro. I mean,
what? From Mike McCarthy said, what?
Yeah, he tried to twist into something that this was a racist thing because he was using watermelons. You know what I mean? And it's just like
that's race baiting. That's race baiting. Don't buy into that, people.
Well, a lot of people were didn't go for it. I mean, it was Shannon Sharp. It was a stupid take, bro. I was just like, can't believe he said that. Crazy stuff, guys. Crazy stuff. It's the world we live in. But I think that's it, guys. Great show tonight. If you haven't already, where can they find 1980? Where can they find you, Cowboys Corner? Let everybody know where they can find you guys.
1980, close it out, buddy. What you got?
Right here on YouTube, Dallas Cowboy Fan 1980. On Twitter, Dallas Cowboy Fan 1980, the same. I think even on Instagram is the same, Dallas Cowboy Fan 1980.
This man a model, y'all.
So that's it, man. I appreciate y'all having me, man, on the Frisco Report, the world famous Frisco Report. It's an honor to be with these guys, man. Like I say, I've been ducking and dodging Joe for about a year or two now. So I owe him big. So I had to do this tonight. It's an honor working back with Dallas Cowboys Corner. It's an honor, man. That's my boy, man. We talk offline and everything. All three of us, man. So these are good guys, man. Good positive dudes, man. Nothing negative about them. They love their Cowboys, man. So if y'all haven't on my end, on my channel, my comment section,
you're on mute on your end, 1980.
And guys, make sure you stay cowboyed up and prayed up because you never know what the day is going to bring you. And let's win this game on Sunday on Turkey Day.
Yes, sir.
Hey, big shout out to 1980 on his channel for being mute on that outro. Yeah. But anyway, Cowboys Corner right here on YouTube, _Cowboys Corner on Twitter, guys. Make sure you follow it up. TheFriscoReport.com. Joe has all the exclusive, every draft, player there's, merch, different things like that. The holidays are coming up. If you can afford something for a relative that watches us right here on the Frisco Report, make sure, or on Cowboys Blogs channel, go get you some merch, guys. But 2020 is almost over, guys. Hang in there. It's almost over.
Yeah,
gotta stay lit.
Yeah, it's almost over. We're almost at 2021. Shout out to Sam real quick. Appreciate the super chat here at the end of the show. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate everybody that joined us live. Catch us on the replay. Make sure you hit up all my boys here. We're bringing it every week.
I forgot to say something else. Happy Thanksgiving to you and yours. Enjoy football on Sunday. Be thankful for something. 2020 has been horrible, but we got to find something to be thankful for, guys. So think long and hard and go thank somebody today or before the week's over with.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, guys. Well, that's a good one. We will catch all you guys next Tuesday for the Frisco Report. Peace, everybody.
Peace. Peace, Wade.